About the ordinance itself, the committee started out by looking at what I'll refer to as the state model draft ordinance for these types of wind turbines. This was the ordinance sanctioned by the state as a model ordinance to be used and perhaps massaged by different communities to meet their own needs. And it seemed appropriate at the time to use that as a starting place because it seemed to have, it does have, the aura of state approval. I'm actually very proud of the members of the committee. One of the members took it upon himself to actually write to the authorities that were in charge of writing this model draft ordinance, do an official open records request to find and receive any of the scientific and medical documentation that was used in support of that model draft ordinance. Because those were the only things that we can use for our purposes. The committee was shocked to receive, as a response to this open records request, that in fact there was no scientific or medical documentation used to create the model draft ordinance. Instead, what we received was approximately 11 pages, most of which was various forms of minutes of the few meetings that actually occurred to produce this. In the end, it appeared that the ordinance itself was written predominantly, at least according to the information that was sent to us and given to us, predominantly by a power company from Florida. I think it was Florida Power and Light. That left us all with a sour taste in our mouths because that document has been waved in front of a number of communities as the thing to use. That we should just use that document, it's state approved, and let's just go with that. I personally read a court case where the one attorney was telling the judge in a court that if it was good enough for the state, it ought to be good enough for the local community, citing this model draft ordinance. We actually had the assistance, I should say assistance, Brett Davis, local representative, was very interested in the workings of our committee. He attended a number of meetings with us. He was very taken aback by what we found about that state ordinance. And in fact, that state sanctioned model ordinance. He was very taken aback that that has been used, and in fact told us that he was going to be looking into that further.